Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Taste with the Intrepid Wino and Milky the Beautiful Staffy. My name is James Scaresbrook. Thank you for joining me. Really excited to be opening a bottle of wine from Out of Step Wine Co. The great David Chatfield was in touch to let me know that after a bit of a sabbatical, they skipped a vintage, I think. They have a Chardonnay again. And it is from a new fruit source. In this case, it is the Denton Hill vineyard in the Yarra Valley. So this is a 2016. Recommended retail price is $33. I really have been just absolutely blown away with the quality of the white wines from Out of Step in particular, and really just showing how outstanding the Yarra Valley can be for white varieties. If you didn't actually see my post on intrepidwino.com towards the end of last year, I did rank, I mentioned what I thought were some of the highlight wines of last year, and the D Block Sauvignon Blanc from Out of Step was definitely a highlight. So from the same vintage, I'm really excited to see what the Chardonnay looks like. So let's have a look. Nice colour. Just a tiny amount of haze, which suggests that it hasn't been heavily filtered. Nice bright pale colour. It's quite subdued, quite subtle. It's not really sort of jumping out of the glass. Possibly the wine is a little bit too cold. But it has got some nice kind of very subtle, cheesy based Lee's characters. You know, it has a sort of a mealy note, which you know, I'm quite attracted to. You know, it's a savoury sort of edge to it. Very subtle citrus notes, a little bit of quince, and some just underripe peach. But yeah, I'm interested in that very subtle, subdued note. Possibly, maybe still quite young, quite new, quite early for this wine. Let's taste. It certainly has some presence on the palate. At first, it looks quite exuberant, quite generous, but that's a little bit deceptive, I think. It's quite contained on the palate. It's got just a little bit of bite to it, which I really like. You know, it's not all kind of ripe fruit and soft, creamy, mallow-derived characteristics on the palate. There is a hint of bitterness, which is something that I really like in Italian white varieties. You know, just a little bit of bite. You know, I'm liking that. I like the fact that it kind of has that little bit of grip on the palate. You know, there's some phenolic characters, which is something that I think is really important for very good Chardonnays. The fruit's probably not quite there yet. It looks like it's quite present on the front of the palate, but that sort of, it disappears quite quickly. So I think the wine looks maybe a little bit closed at the moment. I'm going to allow this to open up over the next few hours and see if it does change a little bit. You know, if it does, I'll probably put that into the comments below. Structurally, as far as the weight, as far as the texture, I really like this. This is kind of my style of Chardonnay, where there's a little bit more going on in the palate. It's a little bit more savoury. There's a little bit more bite or some sort of presence on the palate, and the fruit is also you know, in that kind of realm that I like, where it's not overripe, but it's also not a bit green and thin. I think you know, the acidity is really well managed here. I have seen in the last 5 to 10 years some Chardonnays coming in a little bit, what I think, a bit underripe, in an effort to preserve acidity and keep it sort of bright. So I think that this is picked at a really opportune time, but I do think that it's probably yet to really reveal itself. So like I said, have a look in the description below, and I'll let you know if the wine did open up and change a little bit over a few hours. But I really like it, and I think it has a really great future. I'm looking forward to subsequent vintages of this Chardonnay from the Denton View Hill Vineyard. Thanks very much, obviously, Dave, for very generously sending me a sample of this wine. Always a pleasure to look at the Out of Step wines. And thank you guys for watching this video. Please let me know and let Dave and Nathan know if you did enjoy this video. Hit that like button. Please share this video and leave a comment below if you'd like to ask a question or if you'd like to make a comment. If you'd like to share your experiences with this or any other Out of Step wine or any Yarra Valley wine. Make sure you subscribe to the Intrepid Wino YouTube channel and check out many other of the 100+ editions of Let's Taste I've recorded thus far. Make sure you head to the intrepidwino.com, my website, and seek out my podcast episode with David, and then there's actually a 2-part episode with Dave and Nathan from Out of Step. And get in touch with me there. Make sure you follow me on social media at Intrepid Wino. But guys, until next time, cheers.